flower fell in love, head over roots with a human once. But you can't just root yourself to the ground and expect someone with legs to stay long enough to notice you've been staring. All petals and wide eyes, she felt the heat from his footsteps every time he walked by, her scent wrapping itself around him like it could convince the air to get his attention. He smelled like good dirt, the kind that's been rained on for days and squishes between your toes. And she could feel it in the way her leaves shivered, how much she wanted to be held by hands that didn't know how to hold still. It's hard to be a flower, falling for someone who doesn't even water you on purpose. Someone who smells like they just finished fixing their car and wipes the sweat off with the back of their hand like they're swatting away thoughts. The first time he touched her was by accident, just a brush of his jeans against her petals. But she felt it like a thunderstorm, like someone had whispered something too soft in her ear and she had to lean in closer, even though her roots screamed to stay put. She stretched every morning, just a little taller, a little wider, like she was trying to catch the sun and his shadow at the same time. Her sweetness filled the air as she poured it into the world, hoping he'd inhale it deep enough to remember. But love like that, it's not for staying. Humans walk away. They've got places to be, and none of them are right here. He didn't mean to be cruel. Didn't even see her bending toward him like the light hurt a little less when he was around. He just kept walking, kept stepping through the grass with no idea that something beautiful was breaking its back, just trying to catch up. And one day, she dropped a petal, fell right at his feet like a confession. He thought it was just a leaf, kicked it aside, and kept moving. People are good at that, not seeing the things they're stepping on. She spent the rest of her days turning herself inside out, wondering if she could have bloomed harder, if there was some trick to making him stop. There's no magic in this, no wild twist where he comes back, where her roots tangle around his ankles and hold him still. But she grew anyway. Through the cracks and the silence, she kept stretching. Love like that never dies, but it learns how to grow in places that don't need footsteps to thrive. She didn't wilt. She broke through concrete and sky, bloomed so bright the sun had to squint. And the ground still hums with the memory of her roots.